People know who watch the show on a regular basis. I'm a big fan of anybody really of the forces, whether that be the Royal Navy, the British Army, the Metropolitan Police, generally the police force, across the United Kingdom. While they all get a bad rap at some point, they are there to look after us, the citizens, the general public, and they deserve our respect. Yes, there are many things that annoy me, as you can imagine, the dressing up with the rainbow flags and all that stuff and nonsense, ticking boxes trying to be woke. But essentially, these people put their lives on the line for us, whether that be, as I say, in the Royal Navy, the Royal Air Force, the British Army, they're there to protect us. So it's always nice, isn't it? And I often think this when the people that have done so much and sadly died in the name of trying to protect us, that they are remembered and honoured. Well, apparently, over here, the British Metropolitan Police boss, Sir Mark Rowley, thinks differently, and this has created absolute uproar, as one can imagine. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you on literally a wet day here in London town. It's not as late as you might think. And so I would just show you that because you can see that it just looks so miserable, doesn't it? Winter, if you like, autumn has just come on with a bang. What happened to summer? I know, as I mentioned the other day, you see, bikinis back in the boxes, aren't they? Well, no, as I said, you can't keep wearing it all winter, can you? You need something else. Think of the winter fuel allowance. You'll catch your deaths up there. You've got none, I know, that's the thing. There's no winter fuel allowance now, is there? We're all going to freeze to death. It's terrible, isn't it? That's the mantra that's going around over here in the United Kingdom. Talk about cheering yourselves up, How did people get on in times gone by? Yes, there was a neighbourly spirit, wasn't there? People popped in and out and raided your larder and left. That was the deal. You expected it. Let's get back to your story of the day. This is a really serious one, in fact, because the badge that honours, sadly the fallen police officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty, they normally wear it on the front of the badge, of their uniform. Well, apparently it has to be removed and is no longer going to be made available. And this is because certain people find it offensive. Yes, let me explain. Metropolitan police officers have been banned from wearing a badge that commemorates hero cops who have been killed in the line of duty. The Commissioner, Sir Mark Rowley's hardline stance announced this on September the 18th, and he has left his team of police officers furious, with one source labelling it an insult to fallen officers. Rick Pryor, chairman of the Metropolitan Federation branch, said families of officers who have died on the front line would be equally dismayed by this news. Never in this claptrap world that we live in, it's always dressed up by we don't want to do this and it isn't necessary and we'll find another way to commemorate them. I believe it should be left alone, and I know from speaking and working with a lot of police officers here in the very heart of London, they understand the reason why it's so vital for them. It gives them comfort too if they've lost a fellow officer who was working alongside them. I do hope that this can get overturned. But as I often say here on the show, it's people power, and you'll be amazed at who actually watches our channel, our chums. We can make a difference, and on this stance, I really would ask you to like and share and comment, because that really would get this up, and more importantly, get some eyeballs to watch this particular report. Personally, I think it's absolutely disgusting, and no matter what line of frontline work you're doing, you are brave, we are proud of you, and more importantly, we totally rely on you. Why on earth would you want to ban something that means so much to those people that give so much of themselves for us? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.